Welcome, creatives, art lovers, and dreamers, to Somewhere and Elsewhere, where we uncover stories from artists across the coastal region. I'm Nick Saberla, filling in today as your host on Shoresides. Today we are here with Chris Everett, who is a North Carolina-based documentary filmmaker, artist, and producer. We kind of talk to Chris sometimes about Wilmington on Fire, but today he's not here to talk about his documentary work. Instead, he is here as his role of the founder, producer of Three Chambers, an online media platform and live festival, will be bringing hip-hop lyricist Talib Kweli to perform in Wilmington on July 22nd, along with other artists. Chris, this takes, if you are a hip-hop fan of a certain age, but really if you are a hip-hop fan, period, the artist known at the time as Mos Def, Talib Kweli's Black Star, was a quintessential, groundbreaking, lyrically rich album. Were you a listener back in the day to that album?
Oh yeah, man. I'm a huge Black Star fan, and I've just been a huge Talib Kweli fan, man, for a very long time. And I never thought that I would be a person that would actually put on a show featuring him as the headliner as well. And so this is like a dream come true, man, of being able to do a show like this in Wilmington, and also doing a show like this with someone who I just am a huge fan of. Love his music, been rocking with him for so many years. Throughout his whole catalog, man, it's just songs that I keep on rotation, even to this day. So I'm just very excited, man.
Yeah, to me it was I can tell you exactly where I was when I first heard
Right.
that album. I was living in Whitesburg, Kentucky, rural town, and I got it, and I think I got it onto one of those early little uh, iPods or whatever they were, those little
Yeah,
boxes that
I
you
know
could
you're
put
talking
music
about.
on.
Yeah,
And I went for a walk, and I just kept going. I was like, "This is incredible!" And the there were so many cues within the music about history, about
right,
culture, that his
right,
lyrics like challenged you to actually know something, to
right.
understand what he was saying. That to me was this quintessential moment in the arc of hip hop, really, and it was
Right.
fun. It was not
Oh yeah,
preachy. I mean, it was like,
yeah.
so yeah, yeah. Good lord.
Yeah, man,
Um,
his lyricism is just great, man, because like you said, he's giving you a lot of information, a lot of consciousness, but it wasn't really like overly preachy. Plus, he utilizes a lot of the modern beats at the time as well that really just made it flow, because he's worked with all type of producers, man, whether it's Pharrell Williams or the Neptunes, Just Blaze when he was hot at the time, Kanye West. So he knew how to match that wordplay with the music production and the beats of that time as well.
is like is bringing something like this performance, and the other, we'll talk about the other artists. Are you are you finding a receptive audience in Wilmington, or do you feel like you're trying to give people vegetables? Like
Nah, man, it's I know with this show and in previous shows, man, it's been tough, but with this, Talib Kweli, man, he kind of transcends race, transcends cultures, and we're seeing everyone, man, get tickets for this thing. Like I said, man, we've gotten over 400 tickets sold so far. Um, Day of, man, this show will probably end up having about 600 to 700. Um, People in attendance. That just shows, man, just the reach and just the longevity of someone like a Talib Kweli. So the community, man, is really starting to embrace what we're trying to do. I think it's more of the city as a whole, and the city entities aren't really trying to embrace what we do. You know what I'm saying? And that's really been the frustrating part, is not really being able to get a lot of the business community and the city entities to really take part in what we're doing, because they don't realize, man, that we're bringing tourism to the area. Because for like this show, man, We got people coming from Charlotte, Fayetteville, the Triangle, Virginia. I'm seeing people come, getting tickets from all over, man, that's going to come here and be here on July 22nd for this historic show. And I'm like, man, it's hard to get the city entities, man, to really buy into it. But it's all good, man. We're going to continue to do what we do. As long as the community is really embracing it and love what we're doing, we're going to continue to do it.
To me, like the opportunity to see someone like him perform is something you want to punch off your cultural card. So it's like you because he represents uh, a movement, that kind of hip hop consciousness movement of that it was kind of a quintessential moment for me as like a listener, at least. And so, yeah, like I think in Wilmington and most other towns, people, it's kind of like there's a lot of stuff happening in coastal Carolina. There's like a lot of cultural events. It is vibrant. So people have to understand that this is something unique.
And I like what you brought up, man, about being unique, and that's what we try to do with Three Chambers, man, is create these unique and bring these unique cultural experiences that you really can't get in a lot of places. Like, for example, a few months ago, we partnered with the North Carolina Black Film Festival. We actually did two events with them during that festival. We pretty much produced and organized their opening night film, which was a Wu Tang experience live at Red Rocks Amphitheater. It's a new Wu Tang Clan documentary co-directed by the RZA. It's coming out in a few months on streaming. It only screened at two spots, man, before Wilmington. It was New York at Urban World Film Festival, Pan African in LA. And I was able to bring it here and have like the Big South premiere. You know what I'm saying? And also, I was able to bring Capadonna down from Wu Tang Clan as well. And so it was big, man. It was a huge event. He had a great time. We had also had the other co-director, Gerald Barclay. He came in attendance, so both of them attended for the Q&A. Folks got an exclusive, what I'm saying, screening. And like I said, those are the type of things we like to do. Also, we did their closing film of a great documentary called Art Beats and Lyrics. It's about a historic and legendary hip hop traveling art exhibit. And we actually did their first ever festival screening. And we had the founder of Art Beats and Lyrics there. And we also had the director there as well. Great turnout. It was cool, man. And so those are some of the type of things we do. Also, we were able to do another film screening of a new Bruce exploitation documentary. We did that back in April. That was one of the only screenings in the South for that one as well, on a 20 city tour. And we had the only screening in the South, and great turnout and everything. So these are the things we try to do, man, is create these unique cultural experiences that you probably would have to go to New York or LA or Atlanta to get. Nah, we try to bring those type of things right here in Wilmington.
Yeah, you see, I think if you live in Wilmington and maybe you grew up there or you have moved into Wilmington, especially younger people, they sometimes go, am I making the right decision to stay in my town? Am I making the right decision to have moved here? Is this going to be a culturally vibrant experience for myself, my family, loved ones? And I just think you're filling a gap. And it's like, I like hip hop. I also have gone to Thalian Halls every time they've ever done the musical Elf. I'm like, I'm a cultural connoisseur. I like it at all ends of the spectrum. And I feel like that bringing this really thought provoking, kind of deep, cultural piece that you're bringing is really rich. So I'm glad to hear that the community is voting yes with their dollars and their time. What kind of community outreach have you done? Are you doing word of mouth? Are you doing like just online? Like how are you getting people to connect with Three Chambers?
Well, man, it's a combination of a lot of things, man. Word of mouth, the word is getting out. It's crazy that a lot of people don't realize that, that I created Three Chambers or over it, because a lot of people know me because of Wilmington on Fire. And that's what just people just automatically, think of when they hear the name Chris Everett in town. So it is what it is, man. So we doing a lot of word of mouth. Like I said, doing a lot of these cool events throughout the year, to help lead up. This Talib Kweli concert is one of those events. Like I was telling you earlier, we did the screening of Enter the Clones of Bruce. The a documentary about the whole Bruce Lee exploitation era after his death. In Hollywood. And then also, the two events, the Wu-Tang Clan film screening event, Art Beats and Lyrics. So we've been doing stuff like that, man, trying to do these cool events in the town whenever we can. We also did a couple of Wu-Tang Wednesday events with Gravity Records. We did like a Nas, 30 year anniversary album listening event at Gravity Records as well. So, we do a lot of those type of partnerships as well, man, to really just keep the spirit alive. Also, we've been building up our email list, sending out emails on certain events. We just started our blog section on our website, to talk about, whether it's hip hop, anime, or martial arts culture. So we're getting that going again to spread that word, to spread that knowledge around how these cultures kind of blend together. And also social media as well. We do a lot of that. We partner with a lot of influencers as well. I just did an IG live talk with Skyzoo, who's one of the artists that will be performing at the Talib Kweli concert. We actually had Skyzoo at Three Chambers Fest as one of our headliners this past Three Chambers Fest. He reached out. He said, "Man, me and Talib Kweli, we're going on tour together, and man, we would love to come to Wilmington." I was telling him all about you, that you run a top notch event company. He said he loved performing at Waterline. He loved the audience and the fans that were there. And that's why they wanted to stop through Wilmington, man. And so, just trying to always create that experience, not just for the fans and the ticket buyers, but also the artists as well. We try to treat the artists great, lay it out, make sure everything is right and tight.
Go down on Castle, grab a coffee down at Luna, wander over to Gravity Records, flip through records, buy something, then walk down to On Time, get a meal. Man, that's a nice day out in Wilmington. So it's I think cultural events like yours are important. Getting people to come out, listen to music, people going to like we need Gravity Records. Like we don't want everyone to be buying their music online. It's like Gravity Records is like it's not just about the object, but it's having that space. And when you drive down Castle Street, seeing man, we got a cool little record store. We got all these other businesses.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and we're thinking about doing more programs at the record store. Like I said, we did one back in April to celebrate Nas's 30th anniversary of Illmatic. We want to do more of those type of things as well. Because man, I love working with Gravity Records. They've been a huge supporter of what we've been doing as well. And so I just like going in there, man, just flipping through the records. Also, man, you can just talk to Matt and Rizzy anytime, man, about music or whatever, man. And it's just a cool vibe. They have music playing in there. It's just a cool experience, man. Just going into a physical record store. It just brings back those memories, man, of growing up where you could actually go to a physical spot to check out some music and stuff like that, man. It's nothing like that type of experience. So I'm glad they're around, and we're going to continue to work with them as well.
Who else is on the rundown for Monday night?
Oh yeah. So first off, man, we got local hip hop artist S. Lee, Lady S. Lee, female hip hop artist. When I did this, and putting this lineup together, I said, man, we need some female representation. You know what I'm saying? Especially, when the first woman of hip hop, MC Sha Rock, is from Wilmington as well. So I said, man, I gotta pay homage and represent, and we have to get a female MC on this bill. And so she was the first person I thought of. She's a good friend of mine, and she was like, "Chris, I would be honored to be a part of this." So she's up for pretty much starting this thing off. After that, we have Trvy and the Enemy. They're a hip hop and rock band. Pretty much, it's a live band with Trvy as the lead. He's the hip hop artist, so people are going to get that type of hip hop funkadelic type of vibe going with that set. After that, we got Landon Wordswell, great lyricist, up and coming lyricist. He's one of Skyzoo's artists on Skyzoo's label. So he'll be performing. Also, after that, we got legend himself, Skyzoo, who's going to be performing. Like I said, he was at Three Chambers back in October. So he'll be bringing that same energy and vibe, playing stuff from his recent projects, as well as some of his classic hits also. And then after that, we got the man of the day, Talib Kweli, as the headliner, just doing all the classics, man, from Black Star all the way up until now. I think he'll have probably about an hour, 70-minute set, to kind of close us out. And so it's going to be an excellent night of hip hop. We got, and also I got to give a shout out to my sponsors, man. Waterline Brewing Company. They've been one of the main venues that has supported this vision of Three Chambers since the beginning. And I love working with them. And that's when this opportunity came to me, man. They were the first people I reached out to because they were there from the start. I was like, man, I want to give them the opportunity to be a part of this first. And they're like, Chris, man, we're thrilled and honored. I don't think they believed me at first when I brought the name to them. I said, no, this is legit, man. Like, this is happening. And I said, I want you guys to be a part of this because you guys believed in me before any other venue believed in me and saw the vision I was trying to do here. And so Waterline Brewing Company, also Gravity Records, they're another entity business that we're just talking about. They're sponsoring Coast 97.3. Big B from Coast 97.3 will be hosting this event as well. Also, we have Coastal Clash. They're a video game tournament company, do video game tournaments throughout the Triangle and also the coastal region. They're sponsoring the video game lounge area. So if you're into Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, we're going to have those stations going. So, the gamers out there definitely come through. Also, the Black Arts Alliance, they're a sponsor of this as well. They put on the annual North Carolina Black Film Festival, so they've been a huge supporter of this concert as well. Plus, we have some other special vendors. Moxie Craft Mocktails will be there. So if people don't want to drink beer, they don't drink alcohol, we do have those non-alcoholic drink options, and they have a whole bunch of mocktails, non-alcohol beers, wines, rosés, all of that stuff, man. So you can still have a good time without all the alcohol. We have that option for you. Got 2 food trucks, Smash and Dash, and also Rude Boys will be there. Yeah, man. So it's just going to be a good time overall. Plus, this is going to be an outdoor event. We got the big stage that we rented, so we can accommodate everyone, and it's just going to be a great time, man. So we got something for everybody, man. We got the video game lounge going. We have a couple of vendors inside. We got it's a brewery, so we're going to have a lot of great beer on deck. We also got the non-alcohol options, and then you're just going to have that whole outdoor concert experience. Because, like I said, I couldn't get like a amphitheater because I just don't have the budget for all that. So I said, man, let's create like an amphitheater outdoor concert experience. And so that's what we're doing, man. July 22nd at Waterline Brewery. Get your tickets now at threechambers.com.
Incredible. Chris, man, thank you for coming on to Shoreside's Somewhere and Elsewhere program. We've been talking with Chris, man. I really appreciate you coming. We appreciate what you do.
Man, thank you for the support, man. And I got to give y'all a shout out too, man, because I know you guys gave me one of my first interviews for Three Chambers Fest. And you guys believed in the vision too, man, because like when I sent out the press release, no one hit me up but you guys. You know what I'm saying? So you guys were like, man, we love what you're doing, and let's get you on.
So, Chris, have a good weekend, man, and hopefully I'll see you Monday. Good luck, and I appreciate you coming on.